Welcome everybody, I am the YouTuber here, and we are getting set for this channel description video, which means describing what this video telling what is going to be on my channel. My main channel, I will do like a video like this for my secondary channel. So if you haven't heard, I have two channels: a sports and sports gaming channel, and a game show gaming channel, and other things that we wouldn't be considered sports or sports gaming. Sorry, correction, a sports gaming and game show gaming channel. It may include regular sports, real life sports on there at some point later on down the road again, and then the other stuff that would go on my secondary channel that's not sports or sports gaming. Like the game show and game show gaming. Right now it's just game show gaming and sports gaming on my two channels. This is for the main channel only, so we'll be doing on this, and not everything is going to overlap with each other. The only things that will overlap at a particular time will be the different things we'll do with MLB The Show series, which right now is MLB The Show 21, and if we do 22, then 22. If not, we'll just continue with what we got. If 22 comes out and it's on PS4, so that's that. The NBA 2K series, same with that. A form of that, which is like tournament play, postseason play, all-star stuff, franchise mode, my player mode, my player stuff with that, my leagues, all that. Play now, whatever else, postseason mode, playoff mode. Then it's level 14. All that's going to be is FCS, FBS, and the EA Sports League. The PGA Tour 2K21, the tour mode, plus any play now exhibition rounds, and course design. Because there's a golf course in that game. Madden series, which is all Madden tournaments, all franchise Madden stuff, all face of the franchise. Play now, our London series stuff, from the games, the Madden games that are in that those two London stadiums plus the Mexico stadium in the game. Then the NHL series and all that goes in there, which is Create Team, Franchise Mode, Expansion Team, talking about logos in the game. But the Maximum Football, that's going to be the Canadian football. That's how we get the Canadian football. In NASCAR, it'll be just one race a month, and it'll vary on what day that it'll be. Then Nickelodeon Car Racers, the other racing game, same thing, once a month. Because there's more than one race in a cup or challenge. Rugby challenge, the rugby season will run. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you when these series of videos are run. We'll get through that after I get done talking about all the games that are going to be on the channel. So you have the Rugby Challenge, All Pro Football 2K8, London 2012. Rugby Challenge is any rugby from international to pro rugby to college rugby to maybe we create a fictional rugby league. All Pro, that's all the All Pro Football 2K8 with its league of play now games, plus we may do a season mode with that. In 2012, that's all the events that I want to do in that. Not every event in the game will be done, but and same goes for Torino 2006. That's the Winter Olympics. London is summer and Torino is the Winter Olympic one. That'll be on the years of the Olympics. So we have the Summer Olympics coming up. We'll do that. Then when the Winter Olympics come around, which I think is 2022. We'll do that. And arena football, that's a game, a particular name of a game, but that's not. It's basically the IFL teams, which is the Indoor Football League. All the games involve that. All they involve the new one that replaced the arena football. Arena football is now defunct, completely defunct. It was there, and then it kind of shrank down, and big old mess. That's for a separate video to talk about evolution of arena football and the following arena football itself. So that's gonna be a separate video. MVP NCAA Baseball 06. You'll have NCAA Baseball in MLB The Show from the custom teams, but we'll have a particular game basically for NCAA Baseball. In the League World Series, that's going to be once a year during the Little League World Series month, meaning region who's going to represent each region for our version of the Little League World Series from the different regions, both international and the U.S. regions. So the international regions will be, of course, the MLB NCAA Baseball, and the Little League Baseball will somewhat overlap because MLB goes through to August and past August. NCAA Baseball starts in February and ends in June, and then Little League Baseball is July to August. So we'll do the international regions late June into July. So late June to July will be the regional qualification. And in August will be the actual Little League World Series, and one is poured in the game of the Little League World Series Baseball Series 2010. NCAA basketball. You do have NCAA basketball teams in the NBA 2K series. NBA 2K21, NBA 2K21 when we're in the middle of that. Plus, we'll create some for 2K22. But we'll have a special particular game for that. That'll include franchise or dynasty mode, Maui Invitational tournament mode, NCAA tournament mode, play now mode. And the Backyard Soccer, that's a PC game. So is Backyard, but Marvel is a PC game, but this one we're particularly talking about will be a Xbox 360 version that will be recorded live. All these events will be live, by the way, on my channel. So, PC one we'll explain in a minute how we record that. It's gonna be a whole lot easier now. And then Backyard Baseball's PC as well. And then the Breeders' Cup Challenge, that's the original Xbox. And then NCAA College Football 2K23, that is going to be, it's a full game. don't get me wrong. The reason why it says bowl season only, I'm going to explain that. The only reason why it says bowl season only, meaning we're not going to do a dynasty mode or play now mode or exhibition, play now exhibition mode. We're just going to be doing the season mode, but simulate to get the bowls, and then just create a whole new one and simulate and do just the bowls. The entire NFL or the entire college football season is going to come from NCAA Football 14. So and we'll do bowls in. It's not to say we're not going to do bowls in NCAA Football 14. It's just not going to do a whole season in 2K20 NCAA Football, NCAA College Football 2K23. It's going to be the bowl games from season mode, and then NCAA Football 14 will be season and bowl games as well. So you'll have the old bowls and sort of old but more newer bowls. They're bowls that are still around. It's just they're renamed. They're with their old name is what I'm trying to say. There's one game I forgot to put on here that I left off of here, and that is what's the name of it? It's my PS4. Cases of Pound Lacrosse 18 for college, pro, international. We may create a custom league. So that's that. Now the how we're gonna record the PC games on this channel, which is Backyard Baseball, Backyard Soccer, the PC, yeah, so that's it, PC. As far as this channel is concerned. We'll record it like we do the original Xbox and Xbox 360 gaming with the, I'll use Streamlabs like I'm doing now. I know it's on YouTube, directly on live on YouTube, but I'm not using the YouTube thing. I'm using Streamlabs to do it. I don't know if it may have Streamlabs on somewhere on the screen. I know it does on the mobile, the desk Streamlabs app on the mobile device, which is the iPad, iPhone, and Android device. So that's how we record that. That's the only way we can record that. The rest of the one is the MLB Show, NBA, PGA Tour, Madden, NHL, Maximum, NASCAR, Car Racers, Road Challenge, will be the PS4 games, and they'll be recorded from my PS4 system using the share button and the broadcast thing. So I will do a separate video for what I'm covering on my second channel at some point. Now, when all this is going to take place on my show, so we'll do the baseball through the baseball season, basketball through the basketball season, football through the football season. There's going to be some overlapping with the football games and the basketball games, but golf will be year-round. That's really the only thing I think will be year-round. The British Cup Challenge will be year-round. But baseball will be during its baseball season, which is the MLB and all the minor league stuff, and the college baseball through MVP and state baseball 6, and MLB The Show. Of course, NASCAR, you'll be year-round. Almost all year-round. Actually, it will be year-round because it'll stretch past the normal NASCAR year season, because we're only doing one NASCAR race a month. So, one, because I just want to do that way, and two, make room for the other games. The series I'm focusing on the most right now is MLB The Show series. We'll do that through the baseball season. Next year, we will throw in arena football during the spring / summer, late spring, summer. That'll be when that runs. Of course, the Olympics and the Torino Olympic Games. That'll be only one Olympic years, so that's not even every year. We'll be using some of the other games for the Olympics, like Rugby Challenge and the NBA 2K series and PGA Tour and the NHL series for the winter. So the Summer Olympics the basketball Olympic basketball is going to come from NBA 2K. The golf is going to come from the golf game. Hockey from the NHL game. Rugby. If there's rugby in the Olympics, I don't know if there's rugby in the Olympics. I think there is. Rugby Olympics and maybe lacrosse too. I don't know if lacrosse is in the Olympics or not. I'll have to double check and see if those rugby and Olympic sport or not, and if lacrosse is. But that's how we're going to get the team sports except for beach volleyball. Beach volleyball is actually in the London Olympics along with ping pong. It's one-on-one, but still it's going to say USA or have the USA flag on it or whatever country's flag is on it. And, on some of them it'll have the country's flag and the country's abbreviation, but then some of it will be just black on some of the events. Now I can think of, so basically just do the Madden during the NFL season, NHL during the NFL season, or NHL season, NBA season, it'll be in all its stuff during its usual course run. And then, of course, next year we'll do the arena football. Let's start that, but we'll start that next year. London will be this year. Which, in the basketball, it'll be from the current Olympic site. Just didn't have the current Olympic game itself for Tokyo. So we're using the London 2012 game for the Olympics for every year until they can come up with a new game. But they may not. And then same goes for the Winter Olympic game. So even though it's the London 2012, it's a game that was released around the time of the London 2012 Olympics and the Torino 2006 Winter Olympics. But I'm not going to use an old basketball game, as that means old roster. And then the golf will be used a particular. It's not going to be from a particular international site. It'll be from whatever PGA Tour event we're doing. And since all the countries are in the PGA Tour, whoever finishes in the top three are going to be the medal winners at the end of 4 rounds. So that's how we do the golf. NBA. Excuse me, I'll figure that out. Or the basketball, figure that out. Excuse me. And chill. Same thing. And then of course the college football, that is explanatory when that's going to begin and start. That's going to start on time and then start this year. For the bowl season, that'll be December. And then the regular NCAA starts in August. Except for we'll have one video upcoming on Saturday. It'll be the FCS spring season, the national championship. That'll be the only football we'll have during the spring, summer months. The rest will be baseball until football and basketball season start, which is Madden for the NFL and NCAA for the NCAA. And my new fictional league, which is the Sports Football League, will be spring. So that'll be the only NCAA football going on during the spring. The only time we'll use NCAA football 14 game itself for the spring is what I'm trying to say. So I think that about covers. Yeah, I know this was a long video, but those long games to cover. We'll do another video for my secondary channel to cover all the game show games and stuff that is not a game show game but would be considered not a sports game but not a game show game, so it's going to have to be on the secondary channel still. So it's game show gaming and the non-game show gaming that's not sports on the secondary channel, and the sports gaming on this channel, main channel. So I think that about covers it. So now everybody knows what's talked about and covered on this channel, and I'll leave a description in the link or a link in the description for my secondary channel. Also, I wanted to point out something. People are asking what happened to the NFL London tournament that was supposed to take place before MLB The Show 21 released that week, which would have been the week before April 20th. I decided to hold off on that, and that will be during the football season. Actually, preseason, during the football preseason, instead of going through the NFL preseason, which I will do, but it'll be preseason. So it'll be the weeks leading up to the preseason of the NFL season. And to reiterate what the bracket iterate the bracket. The bracket, I put the bracket back up on the screen to show you again who has participated in the tournament in the Madden game, the names of the stadiums that are going to be used, and ignore the dates. That was the original date scheduled for the thing, so ignore the dates on there. So basically, Women's Stadium only hosts those two first rounds. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium will hold first round, Final Four, and Championship. Like I said, that tournament will take place before the preseason starts. I don't know if it's going to be before Madden 22 comes out or not. Probably will, since it didn't come out until mid to late August. The preseason didn't start until early August. We'll probably have we'll probably do this, run the Hall of Fame game at a different site other than Hall of Fame Stadium, since the Hall of Fame Stadium is not in the game. Hopefully they'll put the Hall of Fame Stadium in the new Madden game. Hopefully the new Madden game will be on the PS4 system. If not, we will continue to do Madden 21 throughout it. So, as of now, this is still going to be in Madden NFL 21, because it'll be definitely, yeah, so, yeah, it will be, not it will be in Madden NFL 21, because it'll be taking place in early August, like the first week, depending upon if the 1st of August is when the what day of the week the 1st of August falls. When this tournament will begin, that'll be before the Hall of Fame game, and certainly definitely before the and the Madden game comes out, because the Madden NFL game usually comes out middle to late August. That's generally how it's been, middle to late August, and generally the last two, so Madden 21, Madden 20, and I think Madden 19, I think the last would be the last 3 or 4, I think, have been released on a Friday. So more, I don't know, this one probably will be on a Friday for the new Madden game. Just don't know. And NBA and NHL. I'll be August and September when those released. So there's that. Of course, we know that MLB The Show 21 was released later than most MLB The Shows have been released. Hopefully that'll change for MLB The Show 22. Hopefully they'll have that on the PS4, the new MLB The Show one next year on the PS4 as well. We'll be covering MLB The Show 21, though, so not to get ahead of ourselves and get halftime. We'll still be playing the MLB Show 21 during the baseball season. We did a little late, but College baseball this year simply because we didn't get started on time. That college baseball will be on the MLB The Show 21. It won't be doing both until next year. Being college baseball on the MLB Show 21 and 20 MLB Show 20 and 20, 21 and 22 next year for college baseball. And NCAA baseball, actually NCAA baseball game MVP NCAA baseball. Hopefully, since by next year we'll have one full gaming year of MLB The Show being on the Xbox system, and then hopefully next year you can import your franchise mode files back into the next game like you had been doing. Hopefully they bring that back, because I had a college thing all set up and MLB The Show 20 and I didn't import it. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll import it. Nope. I had to start all over. Create the teams again, use different teams, find a custom roster to use, and they may not be real players. We may get actual prospects, maybe all generated names and names that somebody had rosters somebody can come up with. What I'm trying to say is the roster that I got somebody else created is a custom roster, so thank you to that person for creating that roster for us to use for NCAA baseball games. But we may use it and tweak it for a relocated franchise thing. If we decide to relocate either a relocation league or a relocated team, and with the others just regular. I want to thank everybody for watching and subscribing to my channel. We are almost up to 100 subscribers. I think I got, if I look at my channel, my thing here, I want to say we got 97 subscribers last. Yeah, 97 subscribers. So we're almost 100 subscribers. Hitting that 100 mark will be huge for me, because that means we are getting closer to having a good number of subscribers on my channel. Even at 97, it's still a good number to have on a channel that has been going for 7 years. Well, six and a fourth part. 6 and going on 7, actually. It'll be 7 years in August. Joining YouTube, it'll be 7 years in, I think, August or September, posting videos. I don't remember when my this is not the only video I'll do on my channel today. We'll have a MLB The Show Oklahoma State Dodgers game coming up just a little bit. So I'm filming a video on this channel. So that's that for this video. We'll still do MLB The Show, but there'll be not going to get any audio. There'll be, what I'm trying to say. The MLB The Show Oklahoma State Dodgers one, there won't be any audio from me. It'll just be in-game commentary audio only. So, let me pull up the other image. To show you, leave it at that with what games are on my channel. Or going to be on my channel throughout the year. There's no off season for this channel. We don't go and not do anything on this channel. There's something going to be on this channel from January 1st to December 31st. Some sport will be going on, and same goes for my secondary channel. That one's going to be not as much over laughing because it's a particular set schedule as far as certain games on certain days. We'll get that on my secondary channel. We'll leave it at that. I know it's been a long video. I'll probably retitle it the announcement video just so that it's not misleading.